Hello everyone and welcome to episode 7 of Ghost of Tsushima. I can see a yellow bird that's trying to get my attention, and so I can't think of any reason not to provide it. However, one of our major goals for today is going to be to work our way sort of west and then north-ish and try to hopefully reconnect with Yuna, see what else we can find in the world. And I've been thinking of ways, like, a concern that I've had is that we've encountered certain enemy types that are in... Oh, there's
Come, my lord. The story of Uchitsune awaits.
Wow, okay, I did not realize maybe this is what the yellow bird was leading to. And hello to Confused Hypnos. I hope you're having a wonderful Thursday. I am really looking forward to the weekend. Let's have a quick chat with... Yep, here's the bird. Let's go have a chat with this person. Patikin, hello.
Long ago, an emperor and his palace were plagued by a winged demon. The emperor sent for Uchitsune, the most renowned archer of his time, who wielded a bow blessed by a kami. When the demon next came, Uchitsune was ready, longbow in hand. His aim was truer, and his arrows flew farther than any archers in Japan. Uchitsune loosed a single arrow. It pierced the demon's heart. As it fell to the ground, it cursed Uchitsune with its final breath. Soon after, Uchitsune saw the forms of the demon everywhere. His legendary bow never missed, but each arrow that hit its mark was met with a very human scream. The trail of bodies led to his capture. Though many called for Uchitsune's death, the emperor felt pity for him. Uchitsune was banished to Tsushima Island. He died years later, alone and forgotten by all but a few. The demon-slaying longbow has remained hidden here since his passing. Some say it awaits a worthy master. Others believe it still holds the demon's curse.
Okay, so now I do remember that we had come up here to specifically look for the longbow, and I'd totally forgotten that between episodes.
First or not, the bow sounds powerful.
Take care, my lord. The bow inspires darkness in those who seek it.
I'll bear that in mind. The question is where to begin looking.
To quiet his mind, Uchitsune often walked the coast, obsessed with the blue hydrangeas that grew there. Perhaps they'll provide a clue.
Hello to Devin, and yeah, I think this game will probably... This game looks and plays so well. I mean, it is logical to believe that it will look and play even better on the PlayStation 5, but, you know, it being a while until that may be available for us. Hopefully, we'll have a chance to revisit that at some point. I still remember when they put out the performance patch for the... What was it? Final Fantasy 15... Yes. Yeah, that was the one with the car and everything. Yeah, Final Fantasy 15 had a performance patch that came out that made it run a whole lot better. I still think that someday we may revisit that game on PC with a higher frame rate and maybe a mod that can remove some of the ground cover that makes it so hard to see what's going on. Hypnos is saying that they'll get a PS5 when they move to uni, for university, I assume.
Blue hydrangeas, like the musician mentioned. I must be close. Blue hydrangeas, like the musician mentioned. I must be close.
Because where they live has a 28% tax on electronic products. Yeah, and on something as expensive in the PS5, that is a huge uptick. Also, hello to Azaric. Yes, Thursday's going very well. It was a very interesting Thursday. It was one of those days that was very, very productive. I will...
Strange. That tomb is cracked open.
Note that this probably will not be one of our longest streams ever, but you're catching us right at the beginning, so we've got plenty of path ahead. Devin's asking, what are the thoughts on the PS5 possibly having its white panels interchangeable? Well, I thought it was going to be cool to have different faceplates on the Xbox 360, and then I never ever wound up switching them out, up to and including when I won a very rare custom faceplate from a local radio station for the game Dark Sector. Remember Dark Sector, everybody? That hot property?
An island surrounded by blue flowers. Which is in this bowl could be there.
I didn't know we could acquire paintings. Oh, wait, I know I have seen this. So we're going to take a closer look at that in a second.
Which is in his resting place.
But I very much like the idea of a customizable console, one that has panels that can be replaced or, other elements that can be, I don't want to have to buy a new Nintendo 3DS. Nobody knows what a 3DS is anymore. I don't want to have to buy a new Nintendo Switch every time they come out with a new design. I want to have one that I can customize the design with interchangeable, panels on it. So if the PS5 can do that, that's awesome. I assume this is better than falling.
Stop searching for the cursed bow. It leads only to death.
And hello to Drienne.
He wore the mask of a Tengu demon. And that was a warning shot. Can't let my guard down.
Okay, so what are we to take from this? So it looks like we're probably looking for that shape of an outcropping and maybe the tree sticking out from the wall. There. Which, based on the shoreline and stuff, it really looks like we'd be headed this way. But do we have... Okay, yeah, that's the direction I was gonna head. Let's put the painting away for now. Jesus! Patikin says that Days Gone just got a 25 gigabyte upgrade for performance and stability stuff. Hopefully so let me say this to people in chat. If you have not played Days Gone, especially because you heard it was buggy or unstable or repetitive or tedious or any of the other things that I've come to discover were the criticism of that game, all I can say is that that is for sure one of the best games that I played this year. I thought it was great. No. Okay, we got him. Yeah, I really enjoyed Days Gone, and I remember so many episodes, especially early in the series, just marveling at the fact that, what is the deal with the rap on this game? Because I heard it was not good, and that's not the game I'm playing, because this is very good. Patikin's saying that he'll play Days Gone when he got on a PS5. He's not going to be playing the PS4 anymore. What is this? Lady, are you okay? Oh, cool. Someone I didn't rescue in time. That feels awesome. So, okay, so just to circle back to the previous question from Devin. So very much pro interchangeable panels on the PS5, even though I don't think that we will make a lot of use for them here. If I am, if my producer gives me a set or something, sure. But I've always been of the opinion that my computer, my console, I'm looking at the screen, not all of the lights and whistles in the box. That's sort of the way that I think about it. So then Devin asks, with what you said about Days Gone, do you feel that way about Avengers and all of its reported problems? So I've played a bunch of the Avengers... Okay, we're still not there. A bunch of the Avengers campaign. At first I thought that it might be fun to do on stream, but it's really not patterned after something that would be fun to watch, I don't think. So I was playing a bunch of that, and I enjoy the story. The combat can be fun under certain circumstances. I've had a good time with it. I haven't reached the point in it where I'm oh, okay. Well, this is Everything's coming up gin right here because we either get a bear or bodies or both. Thank you, bear. Now, that brings us to the question that I think that Devin is asking, which is, can Avengers improve from where it is? Because regardless of what I think, that game is not well regarded. And I don't know. Because for every Rainbow Six Siege, we have Anthem. For every... So I'm trying to think very quickly of another game that like came out and was bad, and then like No Man's Sky. There's a great example. No Man's Sky, just speaking of recent updates, just announced a huge update that will be totally free and like out next week. That's going to really improve the level of graphical fidelity, which personally I think it could really use. That game is appealing in specific screenshots, and in gameplay, the draw distance has never not been a problem for me. But for every No Man's Sky, there's a... What was that Amazon game that was released, then rolled back into beta, and then canceled? Which is not the way that that's supposed to go. What was that? Crucible, I think? So, yeah, what will happen with Avengers? I don't know. Okay, he's slightly faster than I thought he was. Okay. Okay, sorry. I need to focus on the sword swinging from time to time. So, yeah, do we have any other examples of... And I want to catch up with chat as well. Do we have any other examples? Do we have any examples of a Crystal Dynamics game coming out, being poorly regarded, and then getting hugely overhauled and patched? Because we know Ubisoft does it. They've done it multiple times. But I don't know of any examples of Crystal Dynamics doing it. Usually their stuff is on the money. So we don't see a lot of them like having to
You'll be free soon.
Go back and patch one game into a different game.
My prayers have been answered.
Go, and stay safe.
I'd be honored if you had this.
Oh, God. Wait, I have a point? Or that's how long until I get a point? Time out for 1 second. Okay, I have to... Okay. Techniques. I have... 1 point. I don't know when I got it. Devin is asking, like, and this is not sarcasm, super interesting questions of the day, and I would like to answer them. I'm just taking a quick look. Dodging slash. It's been too long since I've gotten that. I want to get that. Patikin swears by mounted strike. So, I mean, that and that does mean something, because I don't want too much backseat gaming, but Patikin is, like, I think he said that specifically in response to the fact that I was like, that doesn't look appealing to me, and he's like, you should probably check that out. I do intend to get everything sooner or later. I might want... I've been thinking a lot about the throw an additional kunai, actually. And then the other one is this one to have reduced concentration cooldown, because we just got the armor set that's good for archery. I'm gonna go with the throw one additional kunai. So briefly, let me roll back here just for a second so that we can have something to talk about as I continue to search. So Devin is saying, I'm going to read this verbatim. So then that brings Cyberpunk with its situation. It's going through pushbacks like Anthem, which I thought looked and played kind of okay, because when we first saw Anthem, it was hype, rightfully so. The same situation with Cyberpunk. So there's a So there's a big difference, in my view, between Cyberpunk and Anthem. Cyberpunk is a role-playing game developed by a company that does role-playing games. And yes, there are some differences that it appears to have a lot of first-person shooting mechanics that CD Projekt Red has not previously really been known for.
More blue flowers.
But the thing is, the combat in The Witcher 3 was the worst part of The Witcher 3. And the combat in The Witcher 2 was the worst part of The Witcher 2. Those are very, very good games that I highly recommend. But combat systems are, frankly, not why I'm coming to a game from CD Projekt Red. So if the first-person shooting is substandard, that will be unsurprising and, frankly, unconcerning, because where they excel is in quest design, dialogue, and character building, and world building. They are very, very good at those things. So as long as Cyberpunk can pull that off, I think that we're going to be real good. Anthem was BioWare being required to do something that BioWare doesn't do very well. Develop a live service, 4-player, co-op, maybe it's more than that, co-op shooter in the Destiny mold. It was unlike anything that they'd ever done before. They were required to use the Frostbite engine that is almost uniquely suited to not do that game. I don't think I can kill Helmet Guy, so we're gonna aim at non-helmet guy. Oh, I could have! And I still can! Okay, that went way better than I thought. If nobody was stepping on BioWare's neck and said, make Baldur's Gate 3, I think that they could have done something really spectacular. I think that they would have needed to hire back some of their talent to do it, but I think that they could have done something very, very good. That's not what we're getting, and instead we're going to get a Baldur's Gate 3 that is, to be blunt, probably better than... Oh, Dr. Teflon's talking about world building, can he plug a thing for a friend? Absolutely. Oh gosh, where did I leave off with that thought? I don't remember what I was saying, so we're just gonna follow the blue flowers for 10 meters, which is this way. And if I didn't call out Drienne, hello to Drienne. I saw that Drienne came in and said that they were just thinking about how much they wanted to hang out with the community. That's like, you're touching my heart. Feels really good. And then I was sort of caught up in what I was saying and didn't directly acknowledge. So hello to Drienne and Dr. Teflon. We are I think that Larian Studios is going to do a version of Baldur's Gate 3 that is better than what BioWare would have done. I like BioWare. I really like Dragon Age Inquisition. I really liked the Knights of the Old Republic games. I thought that the Mass Effect games were very, very good. I don't think anybody is doing turn-based tactical combat the way that Larian is doing it, because Larian, the developers there appear to have said, what's the version of a turn-based tactical game that we always dreamed of playing when we were 13 years old, and let's build that. Boy, we are wandering afield today. I did not like Divinity Original Sin. I mean, when I say I didn't like it at all, I mean that I feel like its weaknesses in storytelling far outweighed its strengths with the combat system. The separation in quality from Original Sin 1 to Original Sin 2 is the separation in quality between, like, Zork and this game. They are so far apart in everything. I cannot attempt to categorize the ways in which Divinity Original Sin 2 is better than its predecessor. So with that being their general trajectory, we made a bad game, and then we made one of the best turn-based role-playing games ever made. I have very high expectations for Baldur's Gate 3. I'm sorry. Okay, so let me pause for just a second. Dr. Teflon, good friend of the stream, says, a friend of mine, Konstantinos Dimopoulos, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, is a game urbanist and is going to publish a book this November about virtual cities. He looks through the lens of a design perspective, but I think that's supposed to be maybe, it's very easy to read if you are not a game dev. And then he's got a link to it. Thank you very much. Like messages like that, and like, you know, so for anybody who is in chat right now, and let me actually read it out, because the link is the chat is going to expire, and we want to keep this video up into the future. It's www.game-cities.com/virtual-cities. So I will enjoy going to go check that out afterwards. I want to read what Devin says, but I also want to make some forward progress towards this. So we're on the coast, and I am not looking at the coast, which is what our painting shows. So there's the island, obviously, and I accidentally drew my sword, which is... There we go. We really glossed over that accidental double assassination, which... was just one of those perfect Ghost of Tsushima, like, oops, I'm accidentally good. So Devin the Nugget says, you don't know much about Anthem, so this opened that up for me. This opens up to, could these pushbacks, few as they are, could do to Cyberpunk with its pushbacks did to Anthem. The idea of constantly teasing in a sense of what it could be, and I don't want another game to be said to be coming and when it's finally killed before launch. So I believe that Cyberpunk, like, I think that Cyberpunk is incomplete or in their, like, let's remember that Cyberpunk went gold, right? Like, that game... They printed a gold master of it, and now they've delayed it. Like, I don't even know how that works, because at any previous point in... Where the hell am I going? I'm sorry. I need to get to that island. At any previous point in sort of the gaming industry, when something went gold, that's it. That was the product. And then we entered this current generation, this current environment of patch culture, where something that comes out can be entirely rebuilt from the ground up after, you know, through a lot of post-release support. And that in some ways can be a really good thing. But I do not know of any occasions prior to this that a game went gold and then got delayed by multiple weeks. That's not how that works. So... unless I'm wrong, is this fake news? Did it not go gold? I'm like 99% sure that I saw a news story several weeks ago that that game had gone gold. And for anybody joining us that doesn't know the nomenclature, gone gold is a... it means that the game is complete and a formal final version has been released to physical manufacturers. I'm simultaneously trying to talk, advance in the game, and keep on in what is a very, very interesting conversation in chat. So let me roll it back just slightly. Particularly saying that the delay on Cyberpunk is due to the current gen consoles. Devin saying makes sense. Why not make it for next generation and ride the wave? Well, bear in mind, Devin, that Cyberpunk was originally supposed to come out like 2 years ago. That game has had a troubled development, and it is a concern. Like, it is worth talking about. I have a lot of faith in the developers at CD Projekt Red. Hold on, we got a new painting here.
A mountain surrounded by blue flowers. Uchitsune's bow could be there.
Okay, or it could have crumbled to ash a generation ago. Let's see if there's anything else on this island. Hold on.
Continue your search, and Tsushima will fall.
Enough. Speak
This
plainly.
is your last chance. Leave the boat alone.
I live here, so I won't be going, but our conversation is done. Like, so there's further conversation about the fact that, like, a Gold Master is a release candidate and that it can still be delayed. Like, short of them discovering a virus on the disc, which is something that has happened in gaming history, are there other examples of a game having gone gold and then experiencing a long delay? Because you know, it's not that it just sounds like something that's very, very uncommon. And what I was going to say to Devin is that Cyberpunk was, you know, Cyberpunk has been in development much, much longer than like than the specs for the PS5, like dev kits for PS5 and Xbox Series X have been available. So the idea that they are now at the last minute scrambling to account for the fact that their new release date puts them time and date with the release of a new console generation, yeah, I can see that being an issue. Kind of want to skew a little bit. Yeah, we'll just head directly there. Grin saying, can't think of 21 days as a long delay. Heard Watch Dogs Legion runs great compared to older games. I hope so. So I don't want to, well, hold on. Devin says that they're new to game development, so now I have an even curiouser question. One of my favorite games, Wolf Among Us, is said to get a second season or part. But soon after Telltale closed its doors, what's the possibility of that game? So Drienne is going to be the definitive source for information here. What I believe is true is that Telltale's catalog of IPs, at least the ones that they owned, like The Wolf Among Us, have been bought out by Skybound, I want to say, and that I believe that is nominally still in development. If there's been an official announcement, I haven't seen anything about The Wolf Among Us Season 2. Let's be careful what we say about Season 1, because, like, for example, Mia in chat has not yet played it, and it is a Telltale game that I will look forward to her thoughts on. I think that The Wolf Among Us is a popular game from the Telltale catalog. I was very excited when they said that they were going to do a Season 2, and then that, like the Marvel game, they, Talking Head? What the hell's the name of the company? Telltale. Telltale was allegedly working on a Marvel game. They were allegedly working on a Stranger Things game. Oh, hello. All right, we got that point. I don't know why sometimes it offers me the option to turn off subtitles and other times it takes me to this screen. So, let's do dodging slash. Circle square. I do that all the time anyway. Hopefully that'll make it even more potent. I've actually wanted that for a long time, and I keep like, let me get one more thing. Grin saying The Walking Dead was purchased by Skybound, but only that one. Okay. Telltale released them. Oh, really? Okay, so I knew that Guardians of the Galaxy came out. I did not realize that that was the Marvel game that they were working on, which in retrospect makes perfect sense. I guess when I heard Marvel game, I was just assuming an Avengers game. I lost my horse and also south. And yes, I could have fast traveled there, but then we wouldn't have such scintillating conversations with the locals, like, Sha! Is it? No, it's right there. Okay. So the Batman series from Telltale, both of those seasons are extremely good. I like them very much. I do want to like raise my hand and ask a question about that. Like, Drienne, you will know for sure. They have re-released, I believe, season 1 of Batman with a black and white and red color palette, and they're charging like $30 for it, which, like, I really like that look, but I am not willing to pay $30-ish for what amounts to a reshade. And hello to Tashir. Oh my gosh. So I need to express my deep sadness that Tashir will soon be playing Watch Dogs Legion. And that means that I will soon not be watching him play Watch Dogs Legion because I really want to play that game. And on that note, I want to not see very much of it until I have a chance to play it for myself. So if you are in the mood for Watch Dogs Legion, I hope that you will check out twitch.tv/Tashir Games at TASHERRE Games, because we need to, like, I will leave a lurk, but like, let's get more viewers, because I really love watching his content and don't feel like I'll be able to for probably a good long time, because that looks like a really big game. But here's why, and I actually made a comment about this on Twitter. I have no idea. Okay. I'm going to pretend that I didn't forget that I could do that for a moment. Here's why I like to... What is happening with my aim? There we go. Remember a couple episodes ago of this, when Jin kicked someone for the first time, and that was a euphoric experience. That was a big deal because I had never seen this game. I've never watched, really any of it. So I'd never seen the kick before. It was a completely new experience. And I like preserving that unknown. I like not knowing what's in a game. I'm going to play Watch Dogs Legion 100%. Like, even if that game got bad reviews at this point, which it's not, I still would play it because I've played the 2 previous games, and Watch Dogs 1 is not particularly well regarded, and I am a defender of that game. I think that game's a lot better than people give it credit for. It's not as good as the second one. That's a different conversation. But, like, I want to experience Watch Dogs Legion with as little foreknowledge as possible, and as a result, I won't be watching streamers that I otherwise would really like to see. Oh boy. Well, I heard something. Let me just pause for 1 second to take a quick look. So, note to Twitch, why is it so difficult to scroll back in chat? So Drienne is clarifying that the reshade in Batman Season 1 is Shadow Mode, and Devin is asking, is that supposed to be like Batman Origins or something, or Arkham City? That they do know what Batman Telltale is. Drienne saying that it's black and white and gray with strategic splashes of color, not just red. I think it looks awesome. And also Drienne is saying that it may be possible to just buy that mode, unless they've changed that. I will look into that, because I like that a lot. Okay, and it looks like Drienne has actually found the link to it. It's $2.48. So, if you are joining this stream in progress, don't go back 5 minutes, because I didn't shove my entire foot into my mouth. I like, every time I've seen it, it was underreported to me that is something that could be bought for just a couple dollars. I guess, you know what it is? And this is not, so this is on me. Like, I'm not, for real though, it just never occurred to me to open the store page for the original game or for the new one and see if there's like an upgrade option. Oops. Well, whatever gets us out. How do I... Can I get out here? Yes. Hello to Haseo. Oh, wait, is he all pitchy because he was crawling around under the house? That's really cool. Oh, so Drian's saying it's normally $10. Okay, so I would, again, submit that $10 is kind of expensive for a reshade, but $2.49, I would probably buy that just to, just in... We're never gonna play that, though, are we? I really like Batman, but I do not replay narrative games. Let me refocus here on this. So we are looking for this, which is... Hold on, let me... I don't really want to walk around with this out. Devin is asking if we saw the question about Death Stranding. I did not. If you can repost that, I would like to take a look at it. I will say as we wait, I have not played Death Stranding. I can't tell if I would like it, which is an interesting position. I've watched a lot of Death Stranding. JV McMaster did a playthrough of Death Stranding. This looks like it's up very high. It looks like it's next to some white flowers. Yeah, white flowers, not these white reeds. Check the map here. So high up looks like it might be there, or it might be down here. So let's look directly to the east, which is this way. Hill kind of looks like it. Not really, though. Yeah, it doesn't look right. Dran is planning to restream Batman with the aggressive choices, a scumbag run, and we'll be doing it in shadow mode if I want to see it. I do think that the art style that they do there is very striking. I actually don't know if I like it better or worse than the original. I just think it's different, and that is pretty neat. Like, in other words, I don't think that it's definitively better. I do like it the way it looks, and I like the original way that it looks. I would also like Mia to play that game, those two games at some point. Oh, hold on. Experience points and pelts. What more could we want? Supplies. Yeah, I'm sorry. Experience points, pelts, and supplies. So Devin quickly is saying... Wait, did somebody... Wait, what happened? I've not played Death Stranding. I do want to... Wait, did Haseo do a celebration? Sorry. This stupid thing. Can you scroll this back? Yeah, I can't see the thing. Okay, Haseo's throwing around emotes here. Why? Oh, he did! Oh my gosh! Haseo, thank you so much! Tashir saw nothing, although I'm not sure if that is sincere or not. So, for anybody who's confused as to what happened, because I don't know, we're gonna find out if celebrations are saved on stream, so I can see, what all it looks like. Celebrations are a new thing that has been introduced by Twitch, where people can basically make your stream explode and all sorts of emotes and happy faces and stuff, and More Than a Mia says that it didn't appear on the phone. Yes, it is true that it only appears on the website. Tashir did not see it, but did see the message. I wonder if there's some way that we can like let Twitch know about this. Celebrations only shows for viewers, not streamers. True. And I want you both, like, for real, Haseo, thank you very much. That's very neat. And I do want to circle back to what Devin said, because I asked him to repost it. Just asking, what do you think about Death Stranding? Some people felt misled as the trailers didn't represent the gameplay. I'd say it lost steam as the audience played it and found the traversal and story-based, it's more traversal and story-based than action. Some think it's just a show of new gaming development. So my take on Death Stranding, and I'm saying this as a person who has not played it, was... I mean... Let me start here, because this is the clear thing that I can say that I feel very strongly about it. I love the fact that Hideo Kojima tried something that, as far as I can tell, is completely new. The best explanation that I've heard for why Death Stranding is that Hideo Kojima heard the term walking simulator and said, what if we actually made a game that was a walking simulator? I think that Death Stranding is kind of fascinating. I think that the story, from what I've been able to see of it, is complete nonsense. I believe that there's been interviews and so forth where Hideo Kojima says that even he doesn't know what the story means. Like, even Norman Reedus doesn't understand what the story is. I think that there are stories that are sophisticated. I think that there can be stories that are cryptic. And then I think that sometimes there's stories that are just utter nonsense masquerading as something with a deeper meaning. And as far as I can see, that's what Death Stranding is, which is disappointing to me because everything else about the world and the inventiveness of it is really appealing. Brienne said that they watched somebody play 4 hours of the game after they'd already been playing for 3 hours, and the whole time they watched, they ran around big open areas and managed to construct one tiny bridge, and that was about it. Hold on one second. We're going to... Because I've never run out of smoke bombs. I don't use them very often. But I can't do anything else, so yeah, let's drop 20 predator hides on this.
I hope it helps.
I'll see you again.
Yeah, Patikin saying that it doesn't look like the U.S. I believe that the terrain in Death Stranding, despite the fact that it's supposedly the United States, is based on Greenland, isn't it? Yeah, Norse country. It is like when you see screenshots and then actual photographs of the area, it's like, oh yes, that is plainly the inspiration for this. But I don't remember what country. I gotta say, I'm not recognizing as many landmarks on this one. And also, I keep pressing the wrong button. Let's head south if I can. Like, I feel like Death Stranding has dialogue and characters, and people want to put those things together to, like, make a story. And I'm not convinced that it is a story. Well, that has lots of peaks and yeah.
This is the right way.
This is the right way. But like, I actually find so to go further with Devin's point, I actually think that the gameplay is the interesting part of Death Stranding. What I like about it, and I've talked about this before, I like games where distance is a factor. I like games, well, like, and, you know, we talked about this when discussing fast travel. Hold on, this is a boss battle arena. Just so everyone understands what happens when you see an environment like this.
The bow must be there.
Yeah. I really want to save it, but I know what happens when I die because I've died so often, so we're just going to pick up the longbow and everything will be fine. I'm not done with Death Stranding. We'll circle back to it.
Uchizune's longbow.
Oh boy.
Where am I?
The bow is cursed. You will see nothing but death to the end of your days.
Oh! Well, at least he doesn't spend a lot of time kicking me to death. Oh, no, Devin, not only do I not mind you asking these questions, I've actually been wondering if you, like, contribute to any podcasts, because you are really good at sparking conversation. Much better than I am at swordplay. Okay, now he's just toying with me a little bit. Nope. Okay. Okay, not a great start. Oh man, when he puts his sword away, that's the worst. Now, it looks like I gave up there, but that was actually just me failing at doing the parry. Tashir, actually, I've been thinking a lot about Infamous Second Son, and yeah, we'll continue with because I think that Devin asked an interesting question about that franchise. Okay, not improving, unfortunately.
Do you not fear the demon's curse?
First, I'll drive the Mongols from our home. After that, I'll worry about curses.
Oh! Hey, is it too late to switch into my good armor?
You see, the demon will halt.
Okay, time out. I know this is like super cheating, but can I... Yeah, because I really want to be in my dueling armor. It's the reason this exists. It's not going to save my life this time, but... Okay, maybe it will. Oh, and all I needed was a quick break to change out of everything I was wearing.
The curse of Uchitsune.
I'm sure he's asking if I'm wearing the armor. Yes, the man was very polite. Okay, high damage and zoom, but long draw time, and you cannot crouch while aiming. Okay, so no crouching in the bushes. That's actually a really good and interesting balance option. Oh boy, we're gonna have to do so many upgrades. Okay, well, instead of view upgrades, I want to see the zoom in action. Shot by the longbow, explodes moments after impact, igniting bystanders. Hold L2 and use the D-pad to switch between your ranged weapons. Yeah, and specifically, how does the zoom work? Oh, it's automatic. Okay, I think I'm gonna have fun with that. Joey is saying that he thinks the worst is when the enemy sticks his sword through my head. Yes, or the nether regions, either way. Because when he just goes through the head, you don't really have time to react. But the other parts that it lops off, those give you some time to suffer. So Toshira's referencing, so we did a little bit of a, whoa. This is a much taller thing than I was expecting. We did a little bit of an audition stream a while back for a different Sucker Punch game, so it's very apropos of... Yeah, let's go back here. Infamous Second Son. And I keep thinking that I'm going to talk about the Infamous games in this stream and then forgetting to do so. And now here's Devin to bring it up. Devin the Nugget, yes. I just fast traveled to the place I'm standing. Good work. I am looking for a trapper who is allegedly here. So, Sucker Punch has done a couple different series that I've really liked. They did...
All my goods are useful. If you can bring more, it's yours.
Oh, I need many more flowers. How many flowers do I have? 7? Okay, so I can buy this one for 5. I like the purple. I'm going to spend 5 flowers on that. And then armor dies. Okay, and we can't do that.
Farewell.
Do you sell hats? No, no, no. Well, I could have gotten this. I could have gotten this instead of the thing, but whatever.
Always happy to help.
Let me visit the trapper. I bet he sells upgrades for explosive
Anything to
arrows.
offer from your hunting.
Or all of... What's a heavy arrow? Is heavy arrow specifically fired by the longbow? I bet it is. And that would take my capacity up by 50%, so that seems good. Yeah, let's go with heavy arrow, because it seems like a good idea.
Samurai.
Oh, and Devin is also saying that they do contribute to a podcast, try starting his own, and is working on an animation. You are asking a lot of interesting questions that prompt a lot of conversation, which is why I ask.
Until we next meet, my
So Sucker Punch did the Sly Cooper games, and I think I mentioned at one point that I didn't play the first one, but I played the second one and really liked it, and always intended to circle back for the third, which I own in a couple different ways, and never wound up doing that. We're going to switch into our walking clothes here. And you know what? It's been a minute, so let's switch to... No, wait, I don't want to upgrade. I want to... Let's do white. We'll go with that. And then they did Infamous. And wait, oh yeah, to actually let me answer the specific question that was asked, which is... Nope, that was about that. Do you think we need another Infamous where they bring Cole or Delson or something completely new? Do I think Infamous in any capacity should return, and do you want it to come back? Yes, I want it to come back. So, Infamous was a good game, and I liked it a lot. And I liked the fact that it had a lot of replay value where you could choose all of the good options and wind up with a set of powers that were based on very precise strikes, really rewarding your skill at aiming and allowing you to, like, disable enemies with very accurate shots to the head and grenades that would disable them rather than killing them and protect innocent lives. Or you could make all the evil decisions and wind up with basically powers of electrical mass destruction that would just incinerate everything in large radiuses and cause lots of collateral damage. And I like that as it altered your play style as well as your physical appearance and had some impact on the story as well. And I thought it was well done. Infamous 2, man, I got addicted to that game like you wouldn't believe. And I played all the way through Infamous, and then when Infamous 2 came out, I didn't really touch it again. When Infamous 2 came out, I imported that Cole into Infamous 2. Then I turned around and I replayed the entire first game so that then I could play the second game with an evil character. I wanted an evil Cole. So I've actually played both Infamous games through all the way through twice because of how much I liked Infamous 2. Infamous 2, like, retroactively improved my appreciation for the first game. Now, all of that said, I really haven't had a chance to jump into Second Son the way that I would like to. We did an audition stream for it here. I thought the smoke powers were very cool. I love the fact that it's not just sort of a cosmetic slide, but it actually allowed you to physically pass through objects that Delson couldn't otherwise slide through. I thought that like, it has a lot of neat stuff going for it. Here's the problem with the Infamous games, and this goes for all three of them. Where BioWare sometimes gets dinged for morality decisions that are pet the puppy or love the puppy. Sorry, pet the puppy or kick the puppy. Sorry. I'm trying...
He's here, so him.
Okay, I really thought he was going to be more dead from that. All right. The Infamous games, the morality is awful. Like, oh, hold on. Brienne's saying that they heard it was a little obviously binary black-white choices in the Infamous series. What do you think? Does it lack moral? Oh, no. Moral complexity is... there is no such thing as moral complexity. It is not black and white choices. It is not pet the puppy or kick the puppy. It is give the food to the starving orphans or burn the food so no one can have it for no reason. Okay, that was a very sarcastic bow. I feel like I pressed the wrong button. And that is, by the way, it is one of the first things that happens in the first Infamous. My memory is that the very first moral choice in Infamous is there's a supply drop of emergency food for, like, all the refugees and all the people in the bomb zone. And Cole has an important choice to make. Does he hand out the food to all of the starving, desperate, innocent people who have done absolutely nothing wrong, or does he keep the food for himself? Now, your character doesn't eat in the game. Food is not a resource. There's literally no reason in the world to keep the food for yourself. There's no gameplay reason, there's no benefit, except to be a shithead. That's the only reason. And all of the moral decisions are like that. I'm not going to go too far into Second Son because, like Tashir said, I think it's likely that we'll actually maybe stream our entire way through that at some point. It would be awesome if that game got a nice PS5 upgrade as well. But from what I saw, when we did our little audition stream, I deliberately tried to choose some evil, like the evil options, because I thought it might be more interesting, and I don't intend to play that way for real. So just for an audition thing, hey, let's make some evil choices. They were awful. They made me feel like... There's another Legends. No, okay, that's just... No, that's the multiplayer guy. Okay. Well, I guess we will disregard that person. Yeah, the parrying is super good. Drian also heard that the middle ground was pointless, that you should pick one or the other and go for it. Yes. Infamous, the morality system in Infamous makes Star Wars look really, really sophisticated and nuanced. I mean, it is, it's extremely basic, and it is, like, and the thing is, there's other elements to the main story in Infamous, particularly the first one, that seems like, okay, they put a lot of thought into this story. It's not like the most complicated thing ever, but they clearly wanted to, I don't want to say too much about it, but it was a, what is this? Hold on a second. Oh, it's a bath. Mia! Eyes up! Here we go. It's her favorite part of the game. I've arrived at my track location. I sure have. Here we go. Okay, we are going to be quiet, though, because we're going to reflect on... well, the fallen samurai.
I lost good friends on the beach. Kasa, Matsuda, Hongo. I won't forget what you sacrificed for our home.
Huck Finn, thank you very, very much for the, why am I forgetting? Follow is the very complicated word I was trying to think of. Yeah, we are working our way over here, and actually, you know what? We're actually working our way up here. Yeah, let's head up here. I wanna reconnect with Yuna and her brother. Yuna's my best friend. Like, I guess what to say about, like, Infamous 1 and 2 is that just when you think the story is going to be extremely basic and just sort of a general framework for the action that they wanted to do, it actually turns out that there is more going on there, and it's, again, not the best, but it's a interesting story. The Infamous games are much more about their mechanics than the storytelling, but there's enough story there, and there's enough characters there that you want it to be better. And you just look at it and say, why are the choices unrepentant jerkwad or completely altruistic good guy with no in between? And as Drienne is saying, why is it completely binary? Why does the game only reward you for fully committing to one or the other? So as soon as you make your first choice, you're, if not locked in, heavily incentivized to continue down that path no matter what. Hold on a second, let me read Torii Gates. Okay. I didn't mean to get down, but we might as well find our way up here. And it's like, that... when you have the gameplay mechanics, and you have the characters, and you have the voice actors, and you have your overarching story, to write interesting moral choices doesn't seem like it would be that hard. Wait, Yellowbird? Come on, is this going to be marked on the map? Because... okay, yeah, it is. Okay. Alright, Yellowbird, let's go. And, like, again, I really want to underscore, I loved the Infamous games, the two that I've played. I really, really like them. And also, we should answer Devin's question of, I am very glad that this game exists. From what I've seen so far, if I had to choose between having had Infamous Second Son 2 or this, I am very, very glad that this is here. Because this is so new. It's so different. It feels so different than what we've... Okay. I found a hat. I don't want to wear it. I'm not wearing that. Sorry, everyone. Yes, hello to Huck Finn, and More Than a Mia says... Oh, Mia verbally responded. But that said, so other companies are able to do multiple different games. Like in other words, the idea that it was this or Infamous and that's all we ever get, that's not the way that the world actually works. So if they announce that, hey, Ghost of Tsushima was great, and now our team wants to return to their roots and do another Infamous game, I would celebrate. And it's not even about being next generation. It's not even like a PlayStation 5 thing or whatever. It's, I really like the Infamous games. I like the way that the climbing works. I like the way that the combat works. I like the characters and storyline that they do. Hold on a second. Okay, this bear is getting slightly too close, and I can't... There we go. Where'd he go? There he is. So yeah, I am very much pro Infamous. I probably like... I don't... Here's what's interesting to me. Although the Infamous games, I think, sold very well, I don't see people talking about them. Like, when the PlayStation 5 was announced, I saw a lot of excitement for the next Spider-Man, the next Horizon Zero Dawn, and, oh, I like an item. Okay, well, thank you for letting me know. We will come back when we have more items. Not complete. So I'm going to have to remember that Winding Mountain Shrine I should not come back to. You know, maybe that is what the Wanderer's straw hat is for. By completely obscuring your vision and making you look like a dunce, it, like, the bear feels such pity for you that then it backs off and is easier to shoot with the bow. I bet that's what it does. Oh, maybe that's it. The bird heard me asking the vendor if he had hats. Well, see, I was more interested if the vendor had, I should have bought the headband. I like the headbands and I like the samurai hat. Mostly because it's so ostentatious. Like, I'm not going to put it on here, but the samurai hat with the giant half moon thing on it, like, like I'm a player that didn't know quite when to dial it down. And, like, forgive me, because I bet that maybe real samurai in the world had hats that were that big, but it's a bit much. I'm trying to get there. What was I going to ask? I was going to ask something about... Oh, I was going to say something about Japanese mythology with the proviso that I don't know anything about Japanese mythology, but what little I've sort of gleaned... Let's put on our archery gear here for 1 second, because I have a feeling this is going to be a bow fight. Oh, it's just 2 guys and they're harassing that woman. I thought it was 3 guys. I'm super... Oh, I'm out of arrows. Cool. It's no longer an archery fight. Okay, I am struggling with which buttons to press. we go. Pow! Okay, I'm not trying to do that multiple times. That was actually just a mispress. Where am I going? No, put everything away. Okay. This woman is like, oh my god. I've gotten rescued by the stupidest man in all of Japan.
Going to be all right.
Lord Sakai, you have my thanks.
Be careful up there.
Take this. It's all I have.
Again, very, very close to that point. Okay, need to wait for that to stop. Several things. Outfit. Traveler's attire. Then I need to figure out what's happening with my bow. So I have the heavy bow and the heavy arrow, and that's what I was out of. So I need to switch back to the half bow. And now I know that the half bow and the heavy bow shoot different primary arrows. I thought that maybe a heavy arrow was like a different arrow type, like a flaming arrow, but no, it's actually the primary shot for the longbow. So that's how that works. Devin says, honestly, with what we've talked about, he can see the improvements from game to game during the PS4's life, from even games like Knack to DMC5, not only for its visual quality, but for its UI. Speaking of DMC5, am I a fan? And if so, thoughts on Virgil being playable? So I have very limited thoughts on the Devil May Cry series, because the only one I've played was DMC, the game that no one else liked and everybody sort of makes fun of, and I was the person that enjoyed it and thought that the combat system was pretty fun. I wasn't good at it, but I had a good time with the game and enjoyed the experience of playing it. I have tried the first Devil May Cry, and I'm not good at any of them, but that one I'm bad in a way that I did not have fun with. I just wasn't able to progress, and I just could not get my arms around that combat system. I've heard Devil May Cry 2 is bad. I've also tried a bunch of Devil May Cry 3 back in the day and was equally bad at that. So my experience with Devil May Cry franchise is very limited. And the one that I played and finished and enjoyed is the one that no one likes. So thank you for catching the presumed bot. Tashir likes Hitman Absolution. Hitman Absolution is a game that I own and have not yet played. It was one of those ones that I just didn't get around to until Hitman 2016 came out. And then I realized that everything will now be disappointing relative to Hitman 2016. Up to and including, like, childbirth. Like, all I want is Hitman 2016. That game is so good that...
Fighting ahead.
Yeah, how do I make this better? Hold on a second. Okay, think for a second. Gear, outfit, this, nope, that. But that's not to say that I only want, I thought very carefully about playing Devil May Cry 5, and, like, it's been on sale a couple times. I like a lot of what I've seen about it, including the different playable characters, the fact that Adam Driver's a playable character, the fact that Adam Driver's playable character doesn't fight, but rather, like, summons ghost animals that do the fighting for him. And he can't even, like, walk. He can barely even move, but, like, the ghost bird comes and, like, tugs him around, and that's his dodge. Like, I love that shit. That stuff seems really good. There we go. Okay. Okay. Wait, no, that's the woman. Shit, sorry, lady. Are you confused or am I? Oh, thank you. Wait, are you Yuna or friend or foe?
Yuna, is that you?
Jin!
Friend. Wait, who was on the ground? Was that her? Because now, or did I kill the woman that was here? Why are there so many arrows? Okay.
You made it.
What happened here? Where's Taka?
Hiding with what's left of Komatsu. Mongols came a few days ago. They took prisoners. Killed anyone who put up a fight.
Now they're coming back to finish the job. These were just scouts. The main force won't be far behind.
Then we have to go. Now.
We can hold this town.
What?
We need Komatsu's forge, and its people. If you need to, you can leave.
No. I'm tired of running.
Take me to the others.
Me is voting to wear the hat as an act of attrition. Or contrition, sorry. And Chivalry is noting that the woman...
survivors are left?
A few families. Mostly farmers and blacksmiths. Not worth much in a fight.
You killed all these men by yourself? Good work.
I've had some practice.
Can you get more arrows?
Used ones. Stuck in buildings. And bodies.
They'll have to do.
I was out here leading villagers to safety. One of them got trapped over here by the Mongols. She's alive. Is it safe? The Mongols are gone for now. We're going to the forge. You'll be safer with us.
Is the forge working?
Yes, but we can't light it. The smoke will give us away. Show the Mongols where to find us.
We can use it to lure them in. Force a fight at a location we control.
They won't be expecting you here.
This woman is thinking to herself, did you guys need me for something? Because I was actually on my way out. Don't really want to live here anymore. Bad memories.
Lord Zakai, Yuna.
Taka,
I prayed the gods would protect you.
I appreciate it. But I came for your help.
Yuna said you needed something. A new tool.
To save Lord Shimura. He's held prisoner in Castle Kaneda, and I need to break him out.
Quietly. With no one seeing.
This town has a forge, and you're a blacksmith.
The best.
I might be able to make something. But there is no time. The Mongols.
I won't let them take Komatsu.
We're staying.
I need my assistant, Yukio. But we got separated.
Where is he?
I think he was looking for his wife. In town.
I'll find Yukio. Yuna, be ready to fight.
She always is.
Oops. Tashir was noting that Absolution is a more linear game, which can be good. I feel like sometimes linear gets mistaken for limiting or bad, but sometimes a good linear game has, you know, a lot of the narrative games are highly linear, and I think that that's a good thing because it allows you to craft your narrative along an expectation of what the player has and has not seen. It is continuously disappointing to me that the storyline in the Far Cry games and the Division games and to some extent, even the not Assassin's Creed Odyssey, but some of the others, they're so bookended. You get a lot of story at the beginning, and then a lot of story at the end, but sometimes a lot of the stuff in the middle is just sort of like hand-waved because the developer never has any idea how much content the player has or has not seen when they encounter it. So they just genericize everything. Hold on just a second. Take out the trash. No one expects you to come in the doggy door. Okay, so those are the people I'm trying to save. And no one else is here. Okay. I don't think I knew that Far Cry 6 was delayed. Between you and me, I still need to play Far Cry 5. Like, I enjoyed what I've seen and played of that game, but I just wasn't there for it at the time, and need to go back and do a long form visit on that game.
Can't take
Yukio?
anymore.
Yes?
Taka needs help with the forge. Follow me.
Wait, my wife and her sister are by the river.
Lead me to them, quickly.
This way.
Stay close and follow my orders.
Apparently it was just announced today. The thing is, I feel like we've seen what happens with Ubisoft games when they aren't given enough time in the oven. They come out real raw, and then if we're lucky, we get, they get to spend a year or two, Rainbow Six sieging them. So if the game has to be delayed, it's disappointing, but oops. Better than better than the alternative. But maybe it's easy for me to say that because I still have Far Cry 5 waiting to play.
So much blood.
Don't look at it. Look at me.
Yes, my lord.
The Mongols found them.
Stay here!
Okay, well... No! No! Save them! I'm trying! Well, whatever. There wasn't a headshot. It's fine. Okay, everyone's still standing?
Thank you.
Yukio sent me.
He's alive.
Follow me. Taka needs your husband.
Hello to Rickety Artist.
My love,
Yukio, I thought I lost you.
are you hurt?
That man fought like an animal or a demon.
Keep quiet. We're going to the forge. Stay close.
So what I was going to say, like a million years ago when I started to say that I don't know anything about Japanese mysticism, from what little I've been able to pick up in various tales and stuff, I don't think that demon in Japan means anything like it does in, like, Western civilization. Demon appears to me, and this may be hugely betraying of my ignorance, to sort of mean, like, natural spirit. It doesn't seem to me that a demon is inherently evil or demonic. Okay, well that was almost an assassination. Okay. We're gonna fight back here if you don't mind. Oh shit! No! 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 Come on! Okay, well, at least I get to do that again. Sorry, I am yelling a lot because I am very upset. Like, demons aren't hellish. They aren't representative of some sort of an evil underworld where
My love,
there are all sorts
I
of
thought I lost you.
are you hurt?
That man fought
imps
like an
and
animal, or a
cloven-hooved
demon.
monsters that are seeking to
Keep quiet.
corrupt human souls, but rather they
We're going to the
are
forge. Stay close.
supernatural entities that represent a natural force or emotion or something else. Okay, that really felt like it was an assassination, but I'm trying to help the people. Son of a bitch! But I could be completely wrong about the demon thing. It's just like, from what I've seen in various tales, that seems to be the like, the first time I encountered this idea, like, my Western mind went
I
to,
lost you.
oh, a demon, that means like
man
a
fought
like an
like an
evil
animal,
monster from
or a
hell. And
demon.
instead it was presented as sort of like a
quiet.
mischievous wind sprite or something.
We're going to
Maybe
the
it was
forge.
like a
Stay
bad
close.
dub. I don't know. I think that I need to be careful about learning about Japanese culture through popular culture. Okay, that was way better than my other attempts. This guy doesn't notice any of the 9 of us. I'm not going to lie in this moment, and I do want to respond to Darksiders Genesis because we played all the way through Darksiders 3 recently, and that game was real good. Okay, do you think I have time to go back and get those arrows? So my response to Devin is that I have not played Darksiders Genesis yet. However, I did watch a lot of Mr. Binky play it. You know, I've talked about how I will rarely watch streams of games that I intend to play. Another shout out here for Tashir's upcoming playthrough of Watch Dogs Legion. I think that Patikin will be playing it pretty soon as well. But Tashir's coming up real soon, and he is a very talented streamer that I hope you guys will check that out if you are interested in some Watch Dogs Legion. However, if I don't know a lot about a game, and I don't, you know, have a thought on whether or not I'll play it, then I will watch it because it's a great way to learn more about it as sort of a whole experience. And from what I saw, Darksiders Genesis was a pretty fully featured Darksiders experience played from a different experience. Wait, what is this? I did not leave that man on fire before.
How intense!
Hey, shut up. Oh. Okay, so I'm really good at trying to block the unblockable attack. I need many arrows because I've fired them all. Is this the forge? This looks very forgy. Nope. Boy, not since Dead Rising have I escorted a gaggle of such useless people around. They're much smarter than the Dead Rising crew, though. Oh, and Mia, thank you very much for the shout out to Streamer Effects as well. Yeah, so from like my response to Devin is, at first I thought that Darksiders Genesis was not something that I was going to be interested in. It seemed like a real like right turn for the series. Like, boy, this is nothing like anything that I would want from a Darksiders game. But having watched Mr. Binky play it, that game is much longer, much more fully featured, and much more complete of an experience. It is not a cheap cash-in like it appeared to be. That said, I also do not think that it is Darksiders 4. I really want there to be Darksiders 4, and then I want there to be the Defenders. I want there to be the Avengers. I want to get those 4 characters together in one game to do what they do best, because I really like that universe.
Thank you, my lord.
The Mongols are here. Where's Yuna?
She went to get her family from the house across the river. Hasn't come back.
Damn. Don't light the forge until we come back.
So Rickety has news that is both good for him and bad for all of us. Rickety's going to go night shift for the next 4 months, finally be able to afford a few games that he wants to get. The reason that's bad news for us is that if he's working night shift, then he's probably living night shift as well. And having done that in my life, it will be challenging to... I won't get to watch as many of... the streams that he gets to participate in, whether by participation in the game or in chat. But that's, I mean, like, it's just, I'm very glad that, you know, the night shift will get you the money that you would like, and also sad that, you know, if you won't be around as much, that's all. And he says that he did it for 3 years, 15 years ago. Tashir needs to finish Darksiders 1. Darksiders 1... Well, hold on. I'm going to have a chat with Yuna here. But then I have thoughts on it. Non-spoiler thoughts.
We're ready to light the forge. Taka said you're looking for a family?
I was too late. The Mongols captured them, just across the river. Those people took my brother in when he was an apprentice.
Then we won't leave him behind. Let's go.
I feel like in the last episode of this game that we did, I was just getting endlessly worked by all of the enemies. And in this stream, now we're not facing the same enemies, but I don't feel as hopelessly outmatched. It occurred to me the other day, we were actually talking about it here because, you know, we did the Darksiders 3 playthrough earlier in the year. I don't remember why we were talking about, like, the previous games, but when I think back about Darksiders 1, mostly what I remember about it were the story and the puzzles. We were actually having a conversation with Mia maybe a week or two ago about, you know, video games have puzzles, then they have... like what one developer I know once affectionately called a nuzzle, which is not a puzzle. Okay, they really gave me that one because he stepped underneath the awning, but regardless. And then you'll have like, I've accidentally made this harder than it was intended to be and generated a puzzle where none was intended. In Darksiders, much to my, like, you hear a lot about the design aesthetic. Oh, okay. They're trying to protect these people here. Darksiders has, to my memory, especially the first game, real actual puzzles that, like, I really had to look at the components and work out how to solve them, and I really like that.
Saved us.
This fight's not over. Can you make it to the forge?
Yes. I think so.
Everyone stay close to me.
Like, Darksiders, when it came out, the first game, was, I think, inaccurately and reflexively referred to as...
The way he killed them. He's not human. Maybe you're right.
Okay, I shot one with a bow and then cut the other with the sword. It's not... You know... Jin is good at what he does, but he's not Wolverine. Wait. What? Crawl under. I probably don't want to do that there. Darksiders was described as being like God of War with Zelda elements or something, and I personally feel that that is perfectly backwards. I think that God of War is Zelda with a more elaborate combat system that approximates certain elements of God of War, but it's much more Zelda than it is God of War. There's a very... Oh, hello? The blindest man in all of Mongolia. So, without having seen it, like, there were some real head scratchers in Darksiders. Whoa. I don't know if that showed up on stream, but the colors just got super weird for a second. Now they're back. So we're trying to get... Oops. This way. Okay, just double checking. That and, like, the characters in the story, especially in that first game, I really got sort of hooked into the central mystery of what was going on. And recently, this week, I saw somebody comment on, like, how fantastically good Darksiders 2 is. And seeing commentary like that... Oh, no, just empty suits of armor. Made me want to revisit it, because I did not have as warm of a reaction to Darksiders 2. Really like the first one, really like the third one. The second chapter left me a bit cold, which, circling back to Devil May Cry, is what I heard about Devil May Cry 2 as well. I don't really want to stand off, I just want to... Oh, they are just wagon training the hell out of here. See, if I had my longbow, I could zoom in on them, but I still don't have any... we'll just have to let them go for now. Wickedy says that a good thing about Night Shift is that he'll be up all alone on his nights off. We'll more likely stream then. Well, hopefully it's all archived, Rickety, because I'd love to be able to watch those. Frequently looking for content while at work. And...
Thank the gods.
Light the forge, Tucker.
What about the Mongols?
They won't risk destroying this place. That gives us a chance to kill them all.
If they don't kill us first.
Either way, this is where we make our stand.
Oh, wait! So these blue fellows are bad news in my experience.
That's done.
Mongols are in the forge! We have to stop them!
Okay, I'm working on it, Jin. Crap. Get up. Yuna! Okay. Okay. This, I got 6 seconds to get her up off her knees. Come on, come on, come on. Okay. Fucking dog. Watch that in the replay. I had her just a split second back on her feet, and then that dog just grabbed my wrist and pulled it off.
Bastards got in the forge! Help me kill them!
Mongols are in the forge! We have to stop them!
I hate this frickin' dog.
What did I do?
Wait. No. What's happening? Okay, I need to get way better at this. Me's favorite pastime? Pulling things that I say and accurately representing them. Okay, but that's... Oh, that is the sword stand. I'm sorry. Okay, I need to get up there. Work the ladder. No! Oh, cool.
Mongol archers! They surrounded the forge! We have to kill them!
How? Okay, that's what I'm looking for.
You don't have to do this.
Oh, hello. Nope, that dog's gotta go. I've learned my lesson on those guys. Sometimes Jin pivots and is looking at something that I don't know is there. Oh, hold on. Okay, I really want everyone to stop shooting everyone, and then I can hack this man into cubes, and we can have a conversation about the arrows. So that's me stuck on the riverbank. I take no responsibility for that one, because I couldn't dodge anywhere. And no, it wasn't the fault of my own bad tactical positioning. I did call shenanigans.
I can't help it.
Ready?
Man, I picked up the stagger upgrade for the water stance specifically to handle guys like this.
Just ready. Go see.
Okay.
I've never seen a samurai fight like that.
It's pretty embarrassing, isn't it?
Nothing.
You are more than a samurai. He is a vengeful spirit, back from the grave to slaughter the Mongols.
Where do we hide now?
You don't. Fire up a forge. And get back to making strong Komatsu weapons. That's how we fight back. That's how we'll save Lord Shimura. Vengeful spirit?
I think they liked it.
Oh, nice. New legend. Okay, we have our fifth and final ghost weapon, the sticky bomb. R1 to throw a pitch-covered bomb that will stick to your enemies before exploding.
Tar on a packet of black powder. It'll stick to anyone I throw it on. No escaping the blast.
So I will say this, in a mission like that, sometimes you get like the dreaded escort mission. Like the worst escort mission I ever played was in GoldenEye, where played on normal, the whole thing, everybody knows the mission that I'm talking about. I couldn't keep Natalia, I think her name was, alive on the hardest difficulty level. I mean, I really tried. I spent so much time on that mission where she was trying to hack the computer, and there were these Russian soldiers coming in from all over the level. Never did it. So in my head, that's an escort mission. This was the enemies, like you had a nice open window to try to stop the enemies from killing the hostages, the refugees, whatever you wanted to call them, and all I had to do was be there. And in that mission, I've really appreciated the fact that it would restart when one of them died, because I wanted to try it again. I don't want those people to die. I do have a technique point. I think I want to spend it on, not that, hold on a second. I'm going to upgrade one of my stances again. Well, actually, let me take a look down here. Drown your foe with a flood of 5 rapid strikes. Yeah, I want to start upgrading my stances, because we're about to unlock another one here pretty soon, so let's go with stagger damage against spearmen. Hold on, sorry.
I read that samurai follow a path of honor.
It is one of the many differences between us.
Then why have my men found their brothers stabbed in the back?
Lord Sakai would never resort to such tactics.
War brings out who we truly are.
It has made you a dog, unleashed by your cousin Kublai to rape and pillage at his command.
Your nephew strays from the warrior's path. He will become
what you hate. Unless you join my empire's fight for peace.
You don't want allies. You want soldiers to overthrow the Shogun.
Consider my offer. Help your nephew regain his honor before his cowardice goes too far. And before I bring you his head.
I can't free my uncle until Taka finishes what he's working on.
Oops. Okay, so smoke bomb, sticky bomb, and kunai. Oh, nice. We've unlocked this, and we have a new saddle available. Yes. Let's go get that. I did not know that we were collecting flags to exchange for saddles. Probably this way. Yeah, as Mia says, we are much closer now to the end of the stream, but I do want to thank Devin for hanging out. Well, so Mia, you unlock Mia. You are confused about feudal Japanese currency. You exchange flowers for hats. You exchange flags for saddles. Obviously.
Not may I assist you, my lord?
Yeah, and I don't have any flowers. So let's take a look at the hats that I
yours.
could have. I could have patchwork straw hat. See, that at least isn't like completely surrounding my own head like I'm the Wicker Man. Fierce Warriors headband. Oh, wait, I already own this one. And so this is the only other one that I don't have. The Kyoto Twilight headband, which I really like that color purple. Oh my gosh, Marquack, thank you so much for the bits. Marquack, I really appreciate that. We are... Okay, so I want... we've got a couple of things that are coming up. A, let's get a saddle. Just somewhere. Yes. No, that's a trapper. That's okay. I can get something over here as well.
I'm happy to offer my services.
So we can do a sticky bomb, or... I already upgraded my heavy arrows. You know what? Let's, yeah, let's do the explosive arrows.
An excellent choice.
We won't know, but you know what? If Gizmo could make use of exploding arrows, I have a feeling that Jin will be able to find a use for them.
Permit me to refine your armor, my lord.
Okay, so we can do another upgrade for, or an upgrade for Tadayori's armor. Increases knocking and reload speed by 30%. I really hate that hat, but we are going to purchase it.
Nothing stronger.
Okay. Is the hat mandatory, though?
Armor like that will never fail.
I feel like... I feel like I'm the world's most dangerous soda jerk. No one knows what a soda jerk is. I'm the only person who watches, Pleasantville. I like, I'm a villain in Dark Souls if I wear this. You know what? Just for Mia, we will go around like one of the witches of Eastwick. Okay, let's go get that. Sorry, it's very difficult to take. Maybe that's the gambit, though. Maybe he just looks so absurd that enemies are... They just don't take him seriously.
Lord Sakai,
How could you tell?
my name is Genho. I'm working to raise the spirits of our people.
We have a shared cause.
I want to remind everyone of our protectors who fell at Komoda. Words are not enough. The samurai clan banners are powerful symbols of those who gave their lives for us, and why we must never yield to the Mongols. More banners, my lord?
Mark
I
Markerson.
was just reading a scroll on the history of Clan Adachi. It is said their first lords were known as the Great Builders. Do you know why?
They constructed the Golden Temple of Ariake and the lighthouses you see across the island. Lord Adachi even helped my uncle improve the fortifications of Clan Shimura's ancestral castle. They also had a talent for destroying structures, which helped end the Yarikawa rebellion.
I had no idea. Thank you for the lesson, my lord. Your efforts are greatly appreciated. Take care.
So we're going to have to figure out how to adjust Sora's saddle, because I haven't seen that as being a... Oh, wait, maybe it's just here under options. Yes, it is, under gear. And someday it will show me what it looks like. Okay, so that's that. And then here's the one that I have equipped. Now, I have bad news. I really like the one that I have equipped compared to Cloudless Dash. But you know what? Variety is the spice of life, so we're going to grab that. Marquardt says that one of the villains in Big Trouble in Little China wore a hat like this. It might have been this actual one, because to just add insult to injury, the hat is not even in good condition. It's broken in a couple places.
I see you found banners. You're one of the only living sources of knowledge about our samurai clans. Will you share more of what you know?
I remember a few years ago, I found myself surrounded by bandits. I prepared to fight them alone, when suddenly my foes turned and fled into the woods. I looked back at the hillside behind me and saw a line of Clan Nagao's finest archers silhouetted against the sky. The bandits had heard those warriors trained with their bows since they were old enough to walk. That reputation alone was enough to end the battle, then and there. And I owed Clan Nagao many jars of sake that night.
A tale worth retelling, my lord. I'll make sure others hear it. Your efforts are greatly appreciated. Take care.
Okay, well, hold on. We may have something that we like better than Cloudless Dash. Oh my god, what am I, the Sun King? We're going to keep this one in our back pocket. We're going to stick with Cloudless Dash for a bit. Now, does this person have more...
I hope you find more clan banners. I'll be here when you do.
Okay. So, I think that's going to do it for the official stream, but there's one thing that we want to test out real quick. So let me do a save here. And then if you will all bear with me for a few moments, I'm going to try something, and then if it doesn't work, we'll be actively soliciting assistance with it.